toppling Na'Vi Javelins, who narrowly missed out on making an appearance here. I think many expected that, and I'm sure they will be very disappointed with it. But of course, they'll have to look to the future. But this is an opportunity for NOFEAR5 to show why they should be here, why they deserve to be here, why they forced their way to the finals. Overpass begins now. Elizabeth and Casey will have grenades for the T side, and we have a pilgrimage very quickly over towards this B bomb site. FURIA getting aggressive towards A. We can see OLGA's going to be having a look towards that party position, but B may be a little weak for the time being. There isn't a lot of utility for a retake either from FURIA, so this one's going to get real interesting real fast.
Now, OLGA had a couple, but already used it, so the pressure is certainly going to be on. Murray at least grabs a kill, but instantly, with all the utility that the T's had, they're going to be backing off, at least on that short area. But here, Gabi does get 2 kills, making it very dicey, leaving Elizabeth just by herself. Well, she's going to make a run for it, and I think rightfully so. She has the bomb. There's an opportunity to at least get that down.
Fast plant. You run as fast with the bomb in your hands as you do with a knife in your hands, so she makes sure she gets that down as fast as she can, so she could potentially be anywhere. Trying to take the fight to the CTs, unbeknownst to her, they're all coming together from the other side of the map. So, see what she's able to do now. She'll have plenty of rounds to fire with that Glock, but she's got to land some headshots. They're looking to move together, and there's 2 of the 3, and now she can really have fun with what remains of the CT side of FURIA. Switching out for the Glock, but she can't quite land that 3rd headshot, and it will be clutched by FURIA. That one was looking dangerous. Hold on a second.
No.
She's got no time. Off she
has
goes.
No kit. Oh, this is such a bummer. FURIA could almost steal it right back, but honestly, wonderfully played by Elizabeth there. Just delaying things, she's falling back in the shore. She missed the last couple of shots, but it was enough to delay. And what pissed around will go the way of NOFEAR5.
Yeah, great, very well done. Again, FURIA did all the things right. They played together, they rotated in together to the A site, all 3. They faced as 2 on a very awkward angle, deliberately so from NOFEAR5, and sometimes down the headshots. That's the pistol round for you. Up close, plenty of shots with the Glock. Didn't require many, though, to land those domes, and then killed enough time to kill the round for FURIA. We spoke about the urgency on the T side at the beginning of an Overpass best of 1. They've won the pistol, but now comes the anti-force by round. The Desert Eagles are here, the 5.7, the armor penetration, that one shot at point-blank range. Very scary weapon indeed. The 2 MP9s as well. This round is by no means guaranteed. Again, you've got the pre-fire there, thanks to the shadow advantage for the CTs. Really got to have your pop flashes there, but again, that was the expendable person maybe for NOFEAR5. You can see they were on an investigation looking for information, and they found it in the most painful way.
Kisu goes down there as well. And instantly a bit of a response. NOFEAR5, they leave Monster as is. Try to get some short control. At least a couple of pieces of utility that they can use, but no flashbangs left to try and entry the side. At least a nice trade. But at the same time, of course, there's more CTs than just single player. So nice hold that comes out of FURIA. They're happy with that, and they can continue.
Calmness on the faces, good to see. But again, FURIA on the scoreboard very quickly indeed. And it can be painful, I think more so in the reverse, but it can be painful. When you win the pistol and then lose the 2nd round, then your loss bonus is straight in the bin, rather than being 1 level up. So that can give a extra kick up the behind for the team who lost the pistol to get their momentum going in that 2nd round. FURIA with the rifles now, but we have 4 Desert Eagles on deck for NOFEAR5, so we'll see what the crosshair placement is like.
At least there is 2 flashbangs around it that they can use. Perhaps flash in here in long. They're just going to go straight for the duel, and they actually win it against OLGA. Even land a... Oh no, there's no tag, just a couple of bullets flying straight behind her head, but so far, you can already see FURIA having to change their plan a bit. Actually go for very cheeky close angle, scouting around, looking for information. But so far, not spotting anyone anymore. No hearing footsteps. You're exactly right, because NOFEAR5 are leaving a lurker around on A long. but the rest is back to B.
This is a very dicey situation for FURIA. There are so many players who can just wide swing with a pistol, pull your crosshair away and create space for that AK to come through afterwards and to cause huge problems, but those will be quickly neutralized by FURIA in quick succession, one after the other. Gabby trying to buy time for her teammates to rotate so they don't lose any more players. Dancing as she pulls out the USP. So it won't be too much bleeding for FURIA, just the one player lost there. And there was potential for that to be more dangerous for them, but they were able to win the key duels and get that consecutive round in the bag.
Yeah, exactly. But nonetheless, I mean, a couple of kills here and there does great damage to the economy because it's still early on, and especially if you're on T side, you once you get your own economy going, you want to strike back as early as you can. Otherwise, we're gonna have a similar situation that happened with CLG. So, any little bit you can do to try and prevent the momentum from getting on your opponent's side is a win. But as of right now, just gonna be the bag blocks, not even a flashbang that they can afford. So, just gonna be patient here, actually hoping that perhaps any one of the FURIA players is coming straight to them.
You can always use this as a timeout as well. I mean, it has a number of advantages. Obviously, just breaking the momentum by slowing things down. We used to see this back in the day. Just hide on the map somewhere and discuss things, but they are just simply waiting for an overextension here. But FURIA are playing this exactly as they need to, play at range. You know your opponent has nothing, especially after you've won that consecutive round. Your opponent really has nothing to offer you most of the time, so there's no need to take risks, put yourself on an island where you can't fall back, lose a rifle on long, etc. They can just chill, hold on to their utility. We can see at least 2 incendiaries for FURIA here, which can be used later on as we get to that 40 seconds remaining mark, where there will be more urgency for the CT side. Spotting something now, and Car's got a lovely angle to get a highlight reel frag. OLGA will steal 2. And there'll be no bomb plant for NOFEAR5, no frags either. So there we go, a patient round. They didn't create any unnecessary risk, and they move on to the next one.
Yeah, no, not at all. In fact, OLGA got 3 there at the end. Last one being with the USP, but just a nice setup. Oh man, it was just as the smoke landed, but still having the cross ready to back up her teammate. So with that, 3rd round secured. But the real contestment is coming right now. NOFEAR5 buying up completely, having 4 AKs on the board, and plenty of utility around already. Quite a lot used early on, a couple of flashbangs floating around, both towards B and A actually. Also, there we go, we have the nade in the door once more.
Oh, nice. And through the door goes the flashbang. That is lovely from FURIA. Great synergy we're seeing early. Got more to mention about their initial setup later on, the double mollies towards that playground position. But for now, look at that disengagement. Doesn't have to win that duel. Better to fall back and have better position with more numbers. So we're seeing the smarts from FURIA. They want to fight on their terms, and now there's 2 of them together. So Car will fall back, and Mari will look to clean up the slack here. But the T's disengage as well. So this is a swing moment. That's a big frag for FURIA. Car's been dropped. They still have an advantage, though. And Mari continues forward. 1 team moving down long. There are CTs on the site as well. This is surely unexpected. There's the bomb at her feet as well. And there will be the trade. But only 2 players for NOFEAR5 who really are relying on something to happen in their favor. And it might be that frag indeed, which allows them to get back into this game.
A very crucial one, because they were completely split up. So NOFEAR5 had no trade potential whatsoever. So to get that kill, very important, and make it a 2v2. But the timing is going to be of the essence here. It's not a lot to work with, especially also no utility. Just a single flashbang to hope that you can actually get on the side and hold of it. Now they're going to be tested. The CT is being patient. There's still a rotate, actually a lure coming straight from behind. That might be good, as it does miss the timing. So the pressure is back onto Gabi. She is the first point of contact here, hoping that a flash of a teammate can help, and that's 2 easy kills for her to then pick up. So FURIA will just keep it rolling and add a 4th one to the board.
Promptly bleaching the floors on the A-bomb, so everything's nice and clean and sparkly. And there's another round in the bag, and you can see Gabi. Look at that expression on her face. She just came to just ruin people on the server today. That's all she has in her eyes. Destruction for NOFEAR5. 4-1 for FURIA. After that, we'll see a timeout from NOFEAR5, but indeed the cleanup was pedestrian for Gabby towards the end. She was fast, and she did all that was required. So there'll be an average of about $4,000 in the hands of NOFEAR5 for this one. So we may see some sacrifices in terms of AKs and Galils to get more utility out. Good average on the frags for FURIA. No huge standouts just yet, but Gabby just leading narrowly with 7 frags.
Yeah. And this is it. We were like talking about it with a couple of other people from the talent as well. Like, NOFEAR5 have been struggling a little bit on Overpass, not the best track record, and also they've only played it once, I think, in the entirety of the online stage of Season 2. There's not a lot of consistency. They've also had a lot of changes as far as their roster goes, so I'm curious. Maybe they have put actually in a lot of work to try and improve on this map. Now they're just going to be gunning and running, trying to make something work with the pistols. But once again, the defense is here ready. They're already knowing where the last player could be, straight out from the smoke. And with that, FURIA add another one to the board. Of course, that one wasn't necessarily the most difficult round, but the one coming up next, and Victoria finally getting that ARP in hand, certainly could be the difference maker.
Turbo Eco round. Get it out of the way. Let's move on to the next buy. 5-1. We are in round number 7. And NOFEAR5 are only looking for their second one, but they have their full buy now. As Fearless mentioned, the AWP is out for Victoria. Had to sacrifice a helmet, though. So those M4s may be even more lethal. Looking for the flick there, but Kard needs to fall back. She has some help in the hands of OLGA. Oh, that's 2 swings and 2 misses, but she will be saved by OLGA with 2. A strong 5 versus 3. They have position as well. Lands on the 3rd or 4th attempt, Kard. 5 versus 2 with a minute 30 on the clock. NOFEAR5 getting almost booted from the server entirely.
Yeah, and I wonder what NOFEAR5 is going to be doing, considering, of course, the very large investment of the ARB, and every single player in this round had to almost use every single penny in the board. Now, Keisu falls as well. This simply just has to be a save coming out of Victoria.
It's a long time to save, though. Very long indeed. Rough situation for NOFEAR5. But if she is to try and hide somewhere for this minute, then all the players who just fell can just think about, just run that scenario through their heads, or even have a conversation. What did the CTs just do? Where did they send the forces? What do we need to be expectant of? Hello. Oh, Olga spotted her. It's good. It's a reasonable knife position. I've claimed many a soul from that spot. Victoria on the run now. 20 seconds. At this point, oh no, they're actually going for it. The BM from Olga. Don't make it too expensive. I love to see it. The hubris to go for a knife kill in round 7. Look at that. She loves it. She thinks it's hilarious. She is showing no respect to her opponent, and maybe that's why she's so loved in this game.
Oh, yes. I mean, Olga certainly is a player to keep your eyes on. But I love this. A little bit of banter coming out. They certainly are enjoying themselves. And I mean, this is the thing, you know, this is their 3rd time now on the Impact stage. They're getting more comfortable by the time that we get to land. And, well, certainly so far, it would look very comfortable on this map.
Oh, Olga heard the connection with the far player. Not aware of the close one, though. Now she is. And there will be a dance. Wonder if there'll be a flashbang that way once again. Not sure, because she may need some support. Oh, there will be, actually. But there is a T in the short B position as well, and there's no help for that spot. Look how nervous this is for NOFEAR5. Slowly emerging with that AUG. Loving the armor penetration up close, but there will be a trade. Gabby has short B now, has to change her position. Spots one by Monster, swats one by Monster. And again, we've only got 3 remaining for NOFEAR5.
Ooh. Well, Elizabeth tries to strike with that picked up AUG. Sadly doesn't work out the same way as it did for Olga, but at least Victoria can now pick up that kill with this scout. So still a 2-on-3, very much possible, but the problem is the bomb is still all the way actually pretty close to the spawn, so it still needs to be picked up. That's gonna cost time to still continue to tick, and Fatal, she has a bit more of a forward position, but it definitely will be tough with absolutely zero utility to try and get onto that A site.
That clock is really running down. So I think, actually I'm not sure where Victoria was headed. I thought she was going down the stairs. Sometimes with only 2 players remaining, you can sacrifice one-on-one bomb site to try and pull rotation because surely they'd both be in the same place, right? Sometimes you will try to play against that. There's some very old clips of Shox and Kenyes doing something like that many moons ago. That won't be the case on this occasion. There wasn't really enough time to get into position to do that anyway with around 20 seconds on the clock there. So another lights out round from FURIA where NOFEAR5 get deleted promptly. But again, this is all data for NOFEAR5, but they need to try and avoid this now. Connector seems to be an abattoir for them at present. So I'm not sure if they want to go there again. We'll see a mixed bag here. A half buy, they have the OLGA, of course, in the hands of Victoria, but for the rest of them, it will be the pistols.
Once again, OLGA going for the contestment. And similar like what CLG did on that CG side, they're gonna blow off that door, and it instantly creates a sense of pressure on the side of NOFEAR5. Lack of control over that part of the map, and instantly NOFEAR5, the thing that they have to do instead is just stick together. All 5 of them, they have a player lurking behind a tad bit, but it's just gonna be them going straight out. And actually, it's not being contested at all. Carl is looking straight the other way. Also misses a shot. So she needs to back off for now and just wait for the rest of the team to come by.
Yeah, she's still warming up in terms of the flick spot. It is not harming them too much. With the score. Mary creeping through. Now, so many targets for her, though. So this could be there's potential for a surprising round here for NOFEAR5. The bomb has been planted, so the urgency rises for FURIA as they continue to lose players. 2 versus 2 now as Victoria is dropped. There's a kit, but only for Izza, surprisingly. OLGA with not so much money in the bank, and now it is only OLGA. And all the kits are down the stairs from what I can see. So time is of the essence here. This was a round they weren't supposed to lose, surely. Trying to bait them into her. She'll get one of them, going for the 180 now. No time to win the round, maybe time to get a kill. Not sure if she's gonna escape. 1 HP and a dream. Dream turns into a nightmare.
I've actually ended up going down, so still a very costly round for NOFEAR5 nonetheless. And honestly, I think what happened, so OLGA had control of Connector, and maybe they were reading it as a play, like more of a stack towards B, which they have been trying out NOFEAR5. But instead it was a play towards A, and the car was just already bailing out of there, not expecting them to come that way at all. So yeah, on the back of that, they end up losing the round, giving up the bomb plant, of course, and then yeah, retake is it's not the easiest when NOFEAR5 actually do end up having utility in play.
Timeout called from NOFEAR5 to discuss the way forward. They have, FURIA have a fair amount of money in the bank, it must be said, and that much is probably obvious based on the score, but, you know, for NOFEAR5 to get a break in this half, they have got to string these consecutive rounds together and drain the finances of FURIA. They need a recession on this CT side, and it's not here just yet. The AK's AWP will be out for the T's of NOFEAR5, and Car's feeling like some aggression. She has rifle support, as we can see, moving up long. Now, they've been pretty consistent with these incendiaries around this playground position, and NOFEAR5 have adapted in how they've reacted to it. The problem with those double mollies is that it gives the threat of a CT being in that playground position, and it can cost you time to try and kill in that position out. But NOFEAR5 have adapted, been running through that initial molly to the right-hand side towards Party, so they can keep an eye on it and see that there are no CTs making their way there. But this is an extremely aggressive position that FURIA are holding around these areas. But again, missing the second shot is Card, but the rifle support will do the job.
Then already, they had CTs that were pushing.
That was almost a suicide!
Oh, well, finally, we have Murray grabbing a kill on Funkisu, but they had players already wrapping around from behind, and NOFEAR5 just end up in another sandwich, pretty much. And it's a very tough situation. Victoria, maybe she can grab one extra kill, but surely she's going to be hunted down, considering the money that FURIA have in the bank. Oh, well, she does have the bomb. Who knows? She might get a bomb plant, but we'll peek into Car. This time around, Car doesn't miss. And, yeah, only a single loss, but FURIA, just keep it going.
So that was a very awkward situation on the bomb site, but also very interesting, because if they get a bomb plant there, they can buy in this round. They'll have enough money. But the lack of the bomb plant there means that they have a half-buy situation once again. And, you know, you can see the urgency. Like, if you're at maximum loss bonus and you don't plant the bomb, then you have a buy like this every other buy. But you can just... You've got such a better chance of winning a round if you just secure that bomb plant. Oh. Instead, it's going to be the shooting gallery. Look at... That's one hell of a choke point in favor of OLGA, who will rack up the frags there. Is she saying, let me ace? Perhaps she is. Only with the USP, she might be asking for a little too much there, but Car will drop another player. Missed quite a few shots, it must be said, but again, no harm done considering the score. So, warming up on the server, but they've got the score, so it's all good in the hood as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, she still has 10 kills. She's 10 and 2, I believe. Of course, that is also just down to the scoreline that we have up on the board. Perhaps if it was a different opponent, you know, those kills could eventually cost you. But also consider, you know, a lot of these teams, like take FURIA for example, they come from all across the ocean to come and get here to play. It definitely isn't something little, and a lot of players are very much jet lag tired. It's still, well, by now it's afternoon, but they were starting, it was still morning.
Listen, Fearless, I ain't here for excuses. I want to see frags. I want to see one shot, one frag. That's what we need to see. And while her team are comfortably cleaning up, maybe she can come to life on the T side where it might be a bit more challenging to land those shots. But there's an opportunity here for NOFEAR5. They need a third round on the board, and there's only 3 CTs between them and that third round. So far, so good. They still have reasonable position. We can see that Fatal is looking to find out the climate towards the A bomb site so they don't overcommit to a potential stack with the remainder of FURIA.
I love this though. FURIA being patient. Just waiting for NOFEAR5 to walk straight into their own hands. And NOFEAR5, you can see they're a bit hesitant. They're almost expecting a push to come out. But FURIA is not giving any of it, which means the time, again, is going to continue to tick down. Now a smoke will be thrown. There's plenty of flashbangs left for NOFEAR5 to use, but actually there was not a single flash to deal with Izza. She at least will grab one, but will be traded. Gabby now here on water. They certainly know her position. She will be taken out, and so is Carl coming in with the rotation. So that was definitely a lot of a better round coming out of NOFEAR5. Maybe the initial flashbangs here and there, not too clean, but the double swings definitely make the difference here.
It's been tough for NOFEAR5 on this T side. However, in this first half, 6 rounds are still possible for them. They are halfway there. They just need a consecutive. All their rounds have been won in isolation. So if they can string another one together, that would be great for their momentum. Again, those incendiaries continue. But if they can keep making things expensive for FURIA, then maybe they will run out of those incendiaries before the half runs out of rounds. Time will tell. 3 players moving down long for NOFEAR5 at present. And OLGA is racing up herself, and she may be in a lot of trouble. She sees a lot of information. But what does she do now? She could use that smoke to fall back. She could have some support from her teammates as well. There's a flashbang. There's the support she's looking for. Looking for 3. 2 will be enough, though.
That's a great opening. I thought she might panic a little bit, but then the backup comes. She calls, I need a flash right now because there's an opportunity right ahead of me. And exactly, this is what makes FURIA so good. And instantly, NOFEAR5, they have no chance, but yeah, they just have to slow down, group up. Because, yeah, having map control, it is definitely hard when you're a player down, especially in like this 3v4 situation. Right now, FURIA are setting themselves up. Gabi and Izza.
Oh, this is really strong. Gabby's got the pre-fire with the shadow. Then the teammate pops out. Beautiful setup. Drops the bomb as well. Really hard to deal with that. Puts Elizabeth in a very bad situation with more rotating through as well. FURIA sharp on the CT side. Playing off of each other again. Really good synergy there. And once more, there are so many angles that you could hold on a CT side where you'll see the shadows first. NOFEAR5 know that, which is why you see the wide swing there towards long. But the setup is simple. They see the initial player, then the second one pops out from Dice, and the trade frag is all but guaranteed for FURIA.
Yeah, and now already on double digits. Of course, still a chance here for a 5th round, for example, for NOFEAR5. But again, you were mentioning it earlier, all the rounds that NOFEAR5 have been winning, they're all completely separate from the rest, no consecutive rounds. So it also means if they were to be losing this one, the economy is just going to be going back to square one for the last round of the half, which is not very ideal. This round is going to be very important for NOFEAR5 to stay in this best of one. And OLGA, ooh, well, she's getting shot straight from behind. Of course, they blow up the door once again. Only this time, maybe not expecting the players already to be up so close.
Yeah, once OLGA was hit by that grenade, she knew she was in trouble. They all sensed the blood in the water. 4v4 now. With time on the clock, that'll make FURIA somewhat nervous. You can see Kara's wondering about long, so she's going to have to hold down 2 jobs now. Controlling the toilets and long, which allows B to be more secure. See Fatal there, switching up for a rifle. You can drop a rifle on the floor to fake a bomb drop as well. Makes the same sound, FYI. Izza has dropped some more NOFEAR5 players, which means that they are likely to head towards 11 rounds. Indeed, they are. Gabby and Izza with 2 kills apiece towards the end there. And NOFEAR5's chances of 6 are long gone now. And all they can hope for is 4 in this half.
Oh, there we go. This is what happened. Is it again? No utility, and that initial flashbang there, it actually was a team flash that ended up blinding Victoria completely. So the kills that FURIA is picking up, they're not even the most hard kills. It's like they're walking straight into them. The flashbangs are off. Yeah, it gives NOFEAR5 a bit of a fake security net to try and enter the site, thinking they must be blind. Well, they're exactly not. And now again, they're going to go in very aggressive. I like this though, a bit of a change of pace this time around, and grabbing actually the opening upon Carl. So that's one player out, one part of the map on lockdown, but they're going to try and strike right back.
In they come. A little late though, behind Stormy, so that trade doesn't quite happen. Now Izza's trying to buy time. The bait, look at the bait and switch. Mari is here to save her teammate, and they don't know anything about it. K2 versus 3 to try and clutch this. These rounds have been few and far between for NOFEAR5. A 4th would be huge for them. That clock is ticking, and so is the clock above her head. Down she goes. 12 rounds for FURIA at half-time. Is there anything left for NOFEAR5? Find out after the break.
Sometimes it feels you can't go on. Don't let them win. Just reach down. You'll turn it around. All these roads we take helps us find a way
Welcome back, everyone. So far, this is almost a slaughterfest in favor here of FURIA. They are looking very, very solid on their CT side. Now, of course, we're going to switch the roles around a little bit. NOFEAR5 will have a shot on CT, and, well, this pistol round will be crucial. If they want to get back into the game, James, this needs to be it.
Yeah, they need to find a way to get revenge on OLGA. Let's not forget early on, OLGA trying to knife NOFEAR5. No respect shown. You love to see it. Great personalities on the server. Not a great scoreline, though, for the CT side. Keisu on an investigation role around the A bomb site. Could be in for a nasty surprise if she goes for a jump peek of long later on. But for now, nothing showing to Keisu's jump peeks on A. Oh, this is about to get really spicy indeed, actually. Fatal and Stormy both rotating towards the A bomb site, while Victoria's gone all the way through connector. Now, FURIA could always go down connector towards B, so Victoria may stay in position. But right now, FURIA are holding. I don't know if NOFEAR5 have spotted a single T player just yet, but keep an eye on the clock now. Sub 1 minute mark. They need to get going towards the bomb site soon.
Certainly seem to be creeping out that long position now. They don't have any awareness of connector. They have a couple of players on the lurk, and at the moment the entries seem to be so solid. It's OLGA once again with a double kill, is with a follow-up. Now, on the flank, stuff is going actually pretty well. Also for FURIA, Gabby is left to just wait and sit around. And sure, they lost a player there, but that is exactly the timing you need to be waiting for. And FURIA, they come up top again and again.
Yeah, that is comfort for FURIA. Answering the door in robes, levels of comfort for FURIA at the moment, as they are 3 rounds away from a victory on Overpass. NOFEAR5 have lost a pistol. The worst has happened. They have a timeout, their 3rd of 4, as they decide what to do. Now, Elizabeth has bought Kevlar on the CT side. I do wonder if they're going to go for a full spy here. They're running out of rounds to lose very quickly in this half. What will the decision be?
Yeah, and also just a little highlight of the previous round as well. I know it was just a pistol, but we've seen time and time again with FURIA and these protocols when trying to clear out a bomb site when they're on T. This time you can just see how much trust there is in their own teammates. So when one person is clearing an angle, you might be having your back that same way, but just rely on your teammates that they are comfortably able to actually clear it out for you, so you can then continue out and entry into the site. So it works out so incredibly well. Not an inch of fear seems to be at hand for FURIA. And yeah, NOFEAR5. It might be called NOFEAR5, but I think this first initial opening game certainly is a bit scary.
So I think Elizabeth was expecting a force buy to come through, picking up the Kevlar, and I think the team decided against it. So she's got a flash for her teammate, but hasn't really bought anything around the Kevlar. So they will be going for the rifles in the next round. So perhaps we'll see an MP9 somewhere. FURIA being very, very careful. Will there be a big swing from NOFEAR5? Indeed, they will be. All the CTs abusing the numbers. Only 1 frag to show for it, but the information is the real prize here. They move through into the B bomb site with confidence, knowing that everybody else is miles away. Now, especially with that Kevlar bought, surely well, there's definitely when I think about Elizabeth holding onto that rifle with her Kevlar already, that would kind of work out for them, and everyone else has been lost immediately. And now Olga's going to hunt for that Galil.
She hopes to take it away. If instead, though, OLGA will go down, but she landed a great tag, so she is very low. And the rest, I am not too sure if they want to be going for a hunt, considering that the economy of FURIA is not looking too great. Ooh, bit of a missed shot. Elizabeth is still going to be contested. Well, there we go. A blow to the head. It will be a Marie. Wraps up that Galil and transfer it to the rest of the team. And again, yeah, they can't escape with even, Kevlar, Galil, just nothing in the hands of NOFEAR5. They're just going to have to try again.
Yeah, this is the big buy for NOFEAR5. It has to be now for them in this game of Overpass. They're on the CT side. I would expect them to have a much stronger show of things here. But, you know, one slip up and it could be curtains for them with such a deficit now. 3 for 14. We'll see if it starts it. Elizabeth will have the FAMAS along with Stormy in this round. No MP9s to be seen. But FURIA are making inroads towards the B-bomb site immediately. OLGA through the corner, through the woods, into the faces of NOFEAR5, especially low health. Still managing to get something out of it. 3 versus 3 with minute 23 on the clock is great for FURIA.
And the initial entries are dead, but they're just going to continue and see what they can now do. A couple of pieces of utility flying around, and Molotov especially making it very hard for Victoria to come and help out the rest of the team. Everyone is now gone. The bomb has been planted at FURIA. I mean, we do have Car sitting, very, very close, and that is one cheeky angle, especially when you know you're going up against an orb.
No kit for Victoria. The scope's been heard. Everybody knows where she is now, and the trade is basically guaranteed at that point. Had to go too deep to get the kill. Nowhere to hide from the trade fragments who swing out. And FURIA find themselves at a fast match point on this second half. 15-3 now as they go from strength to strength. Credit to OLGA for finding that opening frag on the B-bomb site as well. Taking a lot of damage on her way there, but still delivered the goods as she often does. And NOFEAR5 don't have a lot to bring to this round. Not a primary weapon for everybody. K2 and Victoria, pistols only. Only one kit as well in the hands of K2. We'll see if it even goes that far.
I do like that Victoria's pushed up so far, so there's at least quite a chunk of information. Now she will be forced off though, she does spot a player. But initially, you know, they could also just be running out of fountain and you have absolutely no idea. So they maintain that she will just fall back to long. And they even have Steel player in connector. So actually, as far as map control goes, NOFEAR5 not doing too bad. And they are actually looking eager. They want to see if they can push. But of course, it's being held. But Marie actually loses her life. That was a kill she should have had. And perhaps an opportunity now on the side of NOFEAR5.
K2 still in connector. And again, depending on where she stands, if Noise wasn't cut by FURIA, you can see them shift walking already. Once you get past that club, you can hear running if you're in the middle of connector. They are reasonably close to each other as far as the map is concerned, so about this area here. But they're shifting all the way, so they're giving nothing for free, FURIA. You must pay for everything. All the information you want comes at a cost, comes at a price. 25 seconds as well. And they could be creeping long for as much as NOFEAR know. And indeed, Izza will be against the pistol, so she'll still be able to make it work. But the information is here now. But is there anyone to really try and capitalize on this? That bomb plant is going to be a bit scary now as the time, the clock is in the red. They've got to be successful here. And indeed, they will be bomb planted. And there's still an opportunity now to take this game for FURIA. Stormy in a 1 versus 3 has to act fast if she can. She needs to fight in isolation. But the first engagement will be enough. And FURIA will take Overpass in very strong fashion indeed.
16-3, and once again a round that seemed almost to be easily going the way of NOFEAR5, even with the limited amount of weaponry. But there were chances, there were opportunities, and it seemed like NOFEAR5 were just struggling to really capitalize on those types of moments.
24 kills for OLGA, 23 for Gabby, racing for the top fraggers, far away